broadcast is now live.
There we go.
All right, boys.
Yeah, sweet.
So
Nice
good.
tops. Nice up, Baker.
Yes.
In the area.
Mine's not arrived yet. It's stuck in South African customs. I'll probably never ever see that merchandise. Clothing, sorry. Until I get back to the UK. So
No, you will, mate. When you're coming back to the UK, you'll go through Cape Town Airport and you'll see some geezer with it on.
Yeah. You like my hat?
You'll be like, I'm proper United. He's like, no, I'm proper United.
Yeah, they want it.
Buzzing. So we got some comments. Hey, gents. Robin, what's happening? 18 people watching. Robin, where are you watching the game today? Are you,
Robin.
Maybe you don't want to say, actually, but hopefully you're getting together and watching the match, having a buzz. Gordon Harvey, hi there. Manchester United all the way. Buzzing. Hey, gents. Nice one. Mahendra, we'll try and let you in soon from the back, mate, if you can. Your Wi-Fi was quite poor, so... sweet. So, big game. Big game, boys.
Yeah, big game. You know, everyone was a bit disappointed on Wednesday, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean? We should have won. We didn't win. You can't win every game. Nobody does. Couple of challengeable decisions, I think, from the referee on those 2 goalkeeping issues and a bit of a poor sort of forward attacking piece for United and a bit weak at the back on one for a couple of minutes, and that's it, innit? Brings us to today. A bit more pressure than we wanted, but you know, we've got to win today. Everyone will be saying it's like the Fergie days, because for those who don't remember, it must be mad because it was just the same in the Fergie days. We'd lose the shit games and win all the good ones. So we've got to bounce back today. Don't bounce back today. Confidence issues, press all over us. Dickheads all over the internet slagging everyone off. Do you know what I mean? You got Martial walking around with a lack of confidence, and people think it's really good to racially abuse him, and that's going to help him. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking joke, isn't it?
It was mad, that, wasn't it? Because my opinion on that was a bit mad, because I was like, well, there's such a minority of people, aren't they? But they get given the sort of like the hype that gets put around it. I mean, I don't know how many people were being racist online. I didn't even look into it, but it's just like the minority I've got a voice, haven't they? That's what it is. So it's like when people are slagging United off, I mean, they'll pick a few tweets from a few different people, and it'll be like that's the news. You know what I mean? It's mad. It's just United, isn't it? News sells on it. United. So,
I mean, we're not trying to be boring, because we do say this every week. All those fan cams are owned, most of the fan cams are owned by media companies for that reason. To get those sound bites for the journalists, so they can write shit about United and sell papers. Do you know what I mean? It's just a fucking negative cycle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just get out of it. Yeah, we need to get out of it. We need to drag them out.
Yeah. That's what you were saying there, Chalks. It was, we'd be winning an unbeaten streak of maybe 5 or 6, and then we go to Swindon and draw 2-2. Who've like Swindon? Do you remember that one? And then you're thinking, it's just unreal, isn't it? And then next week, the week after, he'd shut up shop, Fergie. Maybe win 1-0, and the week after he'd let them go a bit, then they'd win 2-0, and they'd go on a 9 or 10 unbeaten run again. Then what? So if we can do that today, win the game, it'll show some strength and character to bounce back straight away and to be champions. That's what you need to do, doesn't it? Or did you thereabouts?
I completely agree with that, mate. And look, this Arsenal team are on form, aren't they? They've come off the back of a few league wins and already got beaten in the cup with a weak inside, but they've bounced back a little bit, and it's going to be a tough game. It's never. I don't like this ground. I don't like this Emirates Stadium. It's an odd place to go in it. It's too up. It's like really open and weird. And
the old ground everything was on top of you, wasn't it? Right on the pitch.
Yeah. Old ground was horrible. Yeah, on top of you. It was really steep, wasn't it?
Right, shithole. Steep. Shithole, wasn't it?
Yeah. This one into shithole, and they don't serve booze. They don't serve booze during the game either, which is never a good
ridiculous, thing. Isn't it? Yeah. Was it you that walked out of the ground at half time or 10 minutes?
Well, it was about 15, 20 minutes, I think. Yeah, me and a good friend of ours who was doing our roving reporter. Mr. Man, we'll make him like the Sting out of Top Gear, you know. He can just go around roving reporter.
He's actually at the ground today, so there will be some videos of the outside the ground. He's actually there now, so they will be filtering through. We'll post them on the group after.
Brilliant.
What, are you down at the Emirates today?
Apparently he's at the Emirates.
Our mystery reporter friend.
Yeah. It's a wonder he's not reported in yet. No, I'm waiting for videos any minute.
And we've got a bit of a special occasion later on, haven't we, boys? We've got all the lads coming on a Zoom. All the boys who we go to the match with, we're doing a watch along and sort of trying to reach out. A friend of ours is not very well at the minute, so we're all sort of hoping to all get together and sort of have a bit of a buzz, really, aren't we?
Yeah.
And it's where you're just saying as well, you remind me, it's where this originated from, really, wasn't it? So for anyone who's listening, just talk about that then. So back in lockdown, whose idea was it to do like a huge Zoom call with the lads? Was it yours, Andy?
It was me and Baker.
Yeah, yours and Baker.
One of our friends was really ill with COVID. He was in a coma, and we were chatting.
Well,
me and Baker
yeah.
Me and Baker were chatting quite regularly, and said, look, let's get everyone together, and everyone's feeling a bit down. And the first one was chaos. There's 40 people on it. You just couldn't hear anybody do anything.
Hacienda Classics, wasn't it? The old dance music in Manchester.
The Hacienda Classics was on. There was people drinking red wine out of a bottle.
Yeah.
People in
some in jacuzzis.
Speedos in jacuzzis and all sorts. And then, but the second one was dead interesting, actually, because it was just like 15 of us. We was just sat chatting about memories and times we had at the match, and it was just a really nice energy. I was just saying off camera then, some of the guys stayed on for hours just chatting.
Chatting United.
But the big group of us were there for about an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes, and the stories were nice, and we're going to bring that into the show at some point. We're just not there yet. We need a bit more love from the fans we're talking to, and share it a bit more. Probably touching near 100,000 people, and get this clobber out. And get people buying so we can carry on doing it, and we can get some of the lads on, and we can start sharing some of the stories about what it used to be like to go to the match in the 80s, the 90s, the 90s, the fun days. And then
overlapping that as well with what we were doing in the beginning, which I think was magic, was getting the stories from the different cultures as well. And I think that's the essence of it, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Bringing those things together.
We'll open our culture. And you tell us yours, do you know what I mean? We've met some really good people along the way, unfortunately, because COVID shut all the bars and restaurants around most of the world.
Killer.
It's tough, you don't have there's not the same energy, do you know what I mean? It's just not the same energy, so we've parked those shows, and we'll pick them up again. I believe the guys at Mumbai are probably in a pub now somewhere, so maybe we can get them to jump on a show at some point.
Yeah, there's the Ukraine Reds and the Nigerians. That was the reporter just checking in. I'll have to take a call in a minute and see what videos he's got for us.
Do you want a brief? What do you want from me, Dave? What do you want from me?
We just want to see the ground, don't we? As we're walking up. Manchester United are in town, aren't they?
He could be doing a live stream for us on Proper United. You could give him access.
Oh,
Have you got videos there, mate? If you've got videos, send them over to Aid. Might be able to show a little bit of the ground now.
Got them yet? No,
don't send them over.
But just on the note of the...
Take me off screen.
Yeah. All right. I'm just posting a link as well to our competition. Ant's modelling the polo there. Ant, you can show everyone. Yes. So we've got a clothing range coming out. It was and a competition to win t-shirt, hoodie, polo. What else is there? A snood, like a face mask, caps. And caps, beanies, all different types of stuff. So that's first place. We'll get all of the clothing. Second and third will get a t-shirt each. So that's the competition. Was due to announce it today, actually, the winner, but we've had quite a lot of interest. We've had loads of interest, so we've decided to actually put the competition announcement and extend the deadline back, not forward, back to the Newcastle games, midnight before the Newcastle game on the 20th. So you can enter until then. So all you got to do is click on that link that's on the screen now. It's also in the comments, and then just put your name and your email address in, and then you'll have a chance to win a load of well cool gear. So And
although I am going to say this because we have created it and we need to sell it to keep this channel alive, it is actually good quality gear.
yeah. There he is.
There we go.
So
you're on screen.
So this is live from the Emirates.
You got a call coming in from Ricky as well, mate.
Superb, mate.
Brilliant. So if anyone can't quite see that, that's one of the boys down at the Emirates today. Yes. That's it.
All right, mate. See you
in a bit, mate.
Outside the ground, one of our boys.
Our roving reporter. not so secret agent anymore. He's not going to end up like Sting now, is he?
Yeah, he's outside the ground with a couple of lads.
So Facebook user, obviously you're in the Facebook group, so you have to click on a link to let StreamYard show your name. So unfortunately, I don't know who this is who's asked, but the range will be available to buy
probably the end of the month.
At the end of Feb, yeah, the end of Feb.
Yeah, I think we're going to close the competition at the Newcastle game. We're going to have a chat with sort of you guys who are watching us and supporting us and letting you know that everything's ready to go, and then we'll press the button around the end of the month, and you can jump on, show everyone you're proper United, and just so you know what that means. Anyone can buy a United shirt and go on the internet and slag them off and be just like a Scouser. Anyone wearing a proper United shirt, we're behind the club all the time, regardless of what happens. We're behind the players, we're behind the manager, and that's what this badge shows. That's what that badge shows. Is that's what you
win, lose or draw.
Yeah,
proper United.
To the loyal hardcore.
We're not happy to get beat. We're not pleased to get beat. We don't want them to get beat. But when they do, we try and pick them up. And
we were absolutely fuming with Anthony Marshall's performance against Sheffield United, but we're right behind him today, aren't we, boys? So it's just keep putting a United shirt. We're behind him, you know what I mean? And we wish him all the best because he's a Red, isn't he? United player.
He needs something to click for him, doesn't he? He needs something to click for him. You don't go from 22 goals in a season to playing like he did on Wednesday night because it's a lack of confidence, and slagging him off and getting on his back, that's not going to help him. That chat we had with Lou McCarty. Lou McCarty was dead clear. He said, look, when we got beat, we'd turn up at Old Trafford the week after. Everyone would be behind us. They'd be hugging us. Come on, boys, do it again. Better this time. And that got United out of the second division. It got United to win cups. It got them to where we are today. Is that attitude of saying, look,
last minute winners, won us the treble. Maybe that spirit in it. The spirit of never die in it.
We don't want to get beat. No one wants to get beat. We've been shit out for the last few seasons. No one loves that. It's not stopped us going. It's not stopped us loving the club.
Just a comment. I think in a way, us loyal fans and us hard-going, match-going Reds. Not that that's different to being a Red anyway. We've been a bit sideswiped, haven't we, by these? We've let these cams go on and on and on, not realising how wouldn't say powerful,
influential it can be. Influential.
Yeah. So we're now standing up and saying, hey, we've had enough of this. This is the way you really do it. Like you said, Dan, swimming the tide, aren't we, at the moment? Because of this.
Yeah, and being allowed to do it. And as I said before, it's the minority making the noise. Do you know what I mean? Because not all United fans are like that. Of course, they have a moan. I was talking to my old fella last night, and he was having a moan. We'd be behind him again today. Do you know what I mean? It's just, it is what it is. But it's just nasty shit.
I think one of the things about this platform as well is, and it's something that really only just pinged in my mind, to be honest. But it's most of the time in the past, we've all been at the match. Do you know what I mean? So you've never thought about coming online and talking shit.
That's brilliant, mate.
So you focused on going the game with the lads. You might go on Facebook. You might have, but most of the older lads who were going back, like, you don't go on Facebook and sit there and just fucking spout on Twitter, do they? But now they're not at the match. It's like you've got to go on. You're kind of forced to go online, aren't we? So that's where this came from, especially with you, Baker, and you, and I'm online a lot anyway. But I'd never thought about doing something like that.
We just thought they were idiots over there chatting shit, as we
say. That online thing, but not this online thing now is life, innit? So
it's the thing, innit?
Yeah. It's the other way around, those match going things.
Yeah. As novelty there with our roving reporter.
Yeah. It's like, oh, look at him outside at the stadium.
Yeah.
So now it's
got that good analogy, mate.
Yeah, I thought that actually. When it came in, I was like, actually, that's a pretty good assessment, because it isn't it? Because before you didn't, you just thought.
No notice, did we?
You don't have to. What they fuck them? No one not. If we're not thinking about it, but actually everyone's paying attention to him. So you've got.
Now we've looked. What we've done, we've looked into them and thought these are. We call them snide in Manchester. Jackal. They're not real, are they? They're just, like you say, clickbait and corporations behind them. They're not the real fans, are they?
No, making big dough. They're making big dough, aren't they?
Yeah.
And some of them, I think some, I think some of them, are probably sweet. Do you know what I mean? But it's the overall in it. Do you know what I mean? So you know, there's just some that are just fucking. You just know, like that. We won't get into specifics because we'll probably get shut down.
There's extreme ends, isn't there? There's, you know, we're over on the loyal side, and then you have certain ones near us, and then you have the other end, don't you?
Yeah,
we know who's at the other end.
Joe.
So we got a great comment from Joe. Yes, Joe. Hey.
Right,
Hi guys, great to see you all. Great win by our under-23s today. RE Wednesday. We had such blips even when we had the great Sir Alex Ferguson team. The importance to bounce back. So today is time to bounce back. We did though, didn't we? We didn't turn up every week 100%. Under Fergie, did we? Not at all.
No, it's a fallacy.
We appreciate at times.
Of course, I've been at Old Trafford where I was thinking, what the fuck am I watching here? They were terrible. You know, even the season when we started winning stuff, do you know what I mean? I was talking about it with Scott in the Everton game. You know, United got beat Everton for the first couple of games of the season. They were terrible. Yeah. It happened all the way through. But as Joe said then, the key was we just got up, they got a bollock in, and they dusted themselves off. And a week after, they'd win or they'd draw. And like Baker said there, they'd eke themselves back into a groove again.
Yeah. And then 4 or 5 games into a run, like, they'd get going and they'd be knocking 3 or 4 in then, wouldn't they?
Yeah, and a few people have been telling me this. I believe Diallo was good today. I knew Wingers. I knew Winger. Yeah. I've not seen anything of it, but
that's what I'm waiting for, mate. United with wingers.
Yeah, United with wingers.
Well, that's what he's been trying to do for the last 2 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, United with wingers.
Oh, you've got it there, Aid. Brilliant.
Oh, go on, Aid.
1 second. Hopefully it's not United's channel.
What would we do without Aid, Baker?
That's United's stand, isn't it? That's shut your hands in them names.
Just calm, composure.
Good finish.
Yeah.
There's another one as well. Is penalty, which is debut goals in every touch. Yeah. There you go. Hey.
We're not being paid for this advertisement, by the way.
Writing's not that easy, but
really
can help. This sentence is grammatically correct,
I'll pull up in a minute.
but it's wordy and hard to
Sorry
read.
about that, people.
It undermines the writer's message and the word choice.
We've got Mahendra in the back as well, waiting patiently.
Bring him in, mate. Bring him in.
Mahendra, what's happening?
Hey guys, good. How are you guys all?
All good. Mate, all good.
Even better again for seeing your smiling face.
Yeah, good to see the gears as well. Proper United.
Yeah. Just want to say thank you.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting that I'd win one today. Unfortunately for me, God never gives me anything on time.
It's all worth waiting for, mate. It's all worth waiting.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I got my wife after waiting for 27 years, so I think I can wait for the game.
Good man.
Well, just a quick one as well, boys, because me and Mahendra were talking. Mahendra's been trying to get a lot of the people in the group to share their personal stories, and Mahendra's got quite a few belts.
Yeah, I know.
But he's really trying to motivate people to share their personal stories of United, which is where this was founded on, really, wasn't it? So I said to Mahendra, we can get together and maybe have a chat about maybe coming on and sort of helping us find these stories and you know, do a bit of help us grow. And he said he's up for it. So maybe we can bring you in, Mahendra. I think it'd be great because you're showing great passion and you get what we're doing. It's brilliant. I love it. So.
We just want to say thank you.
Yeah. It's nothing to thank about. See, what happens is every time when we have these kind of groups, everyone talks about what are the lineups, who's playing bad, who's playing good, who's playing shit. When you put your own stories, you know, it just breaks away from your routine. You know, you can share, you know, because of the one thing that joins all of us is the love for United, and everyone has got a good story to share. But I think I'm the only guy who does it.
So actually, now you mentioned the teams. The teams have just come up, haven't they?
Yeah.
I just found out.
That was my team. That was my team. I thought this is going to be the team that plays Arsenal.
Tell us the team then, Mahendra.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So the tried and tested 4 players. Van Bissaka. It's going to be Lindelof and Maguire. It's going to be Luke Shaw on the left. Nobody takes his place. 2 CDMs to defend Lindelof and Maguire, and then whoever is at the attack. You know, we've got a good attack. So I think Cavani deserves the start. Martial doesn't deserve a place in the team at the moment. I think he needs to look back on what's going wrong. I think it's for Oli to decide. But this was my team. This is what I thought is going to be the team.
Yeah, so it's Fred and McTominay in the midfield, mate.
Yeah.
And then you've got Rashi on one side,
Pogba on the other.
Pogba on the other, and then Cavani up the top.
Yeah. So I think we'll
obviously Bruno. Obviously,
yeah.
Bruno.
Well, yeah. Just on that note, we still have to support Martial. He's our number 9, and we have to support the lad. Regardless.
Of course.
I think Mahendra has dealt with it really well. Then actually, he needs to go back and work out why he's going.
Yeah. Sit on the bench for a couple of weeks.
It's what I genuinely feel. It's not about what it is physically with him. It's in the head. I think. It's happened with him back and forth. If you go over the history, he played centre forward, then he was taken on the wing, then he played centre forward, then Zlatan came in, the shirt pulled off of him. All these things. Probably now he's the top scorer in the last season. 6 months back, he's banging in goals. He's showing everybody, the number 3 spot for in the league. There's a big contribution from him, and we end up and go and get Cavani because we need a striker. And you again put him back on the wing. And now I think he probably thinks, what am I doing? I mean, am I wrong? Am I rubbing people off the wrong way? It's the body language that shows on the pitch. He looks disinterested. It doesn't feel like he should do the running, because this is not the same player who played for us 6 months back.
No, because he was showing that, wasn't he? Because I remember thinking, bloody hell, he's done something well here, because he was running for balls, he was chasing balls, and it's like something's happened with him, and he goes back.
And it's all in the head.
It's hard.
I also think on Wednesday, if you look at Martial's game, Martial's best. He's at his best when he's running at players. On Wednesday, he was getting the ball into his feet a lot. Back to the goal, and it's just not his game. That, do you know what I mean? He's not Mark Hughes. He's not Mark Hughes or Zlatan. Do you know what I mean? He's just not comfortable in that sort of situation where he's got a defender all over him, and he's just not quick enough with his feet. When
he's dribbling Martial, his feet are fucking lightning quick.
He's quicker than Rashford.
Some of the stuff that he does is mint.
When he's in that one-on-one position where he flick it over, he'll tuck it under,
And so really should we have spotted that a bit earlier in the game and sort of said, hang on, this isn't going to be his game here. They're going to sit at 9 at the back, and we're going to have to break him down. He's going to have a lot going into the centre forward with his back to the goal. Just, he is a big confidence player, isn't he?
He's the kind of guy you want. When Sir Alex was the manager, he had a team where he could go on the player, and we had a tough team back then. And now social media, the footballers are not what I mean. The other day when Lou Macari said, these were tough guys. Footballers now aren't tough. If it is not physically, they are not tough mentally. So these are the guys. If you just see a few things, Rashford doing great off the pitch. On the pitch, he's missing a couple of things, and he gets bashed all over the internet. I mean, you're doing all this charity work, and somewhere down the line, I feel it hurts them. And it shows when they are on the pitch. That's what I genuinely feel. So I think Martial is the kind of guy where Oli needs to put his arm around his shoulder and say, "You and I need to talk."
Needs a bit of love, doesn't it? Needs a bit of love. Martial's the kind of guy who needs not a quick round.
He needs a cuddle, don't he?
He needs a cuddle.
Yeah. He's a cuddler.
I mean, joking aside, you look at Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw under Mourinho was terrible, but why? Because Mourinho was slagging him off in the press every week.
Yeah.
Luke Shaw now, he's fucking unreal, and it's not partly just because obviously Tellez has come in and he'll take his place if he's not good, but it's the way Ollie's managing him.
Yeah. Agreed.
Even Martial was slacked off by Mourinho, and Martial had put this in the press that it would have been better if he spoke to me in person rather than putting it out in the media. So I think it's more in the head. It's more in the head with these guys. Yeah.
I've heard they've been doing shooting training, Rashford and Martial, this last few days. Apparently, it's in the paper.
They need it. They need it. I mean, they need it. I think we need. We can't keep on relying on Bruno Fernandes. I think we need other players as well. The kind of salary. Yeah, the Panenka.
Cheeky.
Little dink.
Cheeky.
Oh, is it a little dinker? Yeah.
Yeah, what do they call it? Panko.
Oh,
Oh,
against the Scousers as well.
Yeah, 6-2. Fucking take that, you Scouse bastard.
that's nice. 18-year-old kid making his debut, isn't it?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, it's a strong
चलो
thing
पहले
for
खा
it.
ले काफी Manchester को
Hi guys.
Hello,
Hi,
mate.
Yes, Jigger.
Jagger.
How are you
I
doing, mate?
just fine. Just reached home from the office.
Brilliant.
Ready
Where
for
you
the
working?
game?
Yeah, ready for the game.
Hello.
Waiting for the game. Just reached home.
What score?
Just-
What score, Jagger?
I'm looking for 1-0 या फिर 2-1.
Yeah, sounds good.
1-0 or 2-1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
1-0
2-1.
2-1.
I'm going 3-1.
Both of us United
I
should win.
was just about to go 3-1 actually, Baker. So
We always
I'm
seem
happy-
to
I'm
win.
happy
We
with
win
that.
well. We win 3-1 there, don't we?
At Arsenal,
Yeah.
yeah, we've won 3-1 a few times, haven't we, at Arsenal? I think
Yeah.
the Champions League semi-final, we won 3-1, was it? Yeah, when Ronaldo scored.
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
There's been a couple, haven't there? I think
Yeah.
in the
If we
league,
it'd be good today if we started like that, wouldn't it? We didn't have
Yeah,
them out the
yeah.
box that night,
Yeah,
did
I
we?
know.
They're Arsenal.
Yeah, I got in the ground and we were 2-0 up. Jibbed in after 10 minutes and we were already 2-0. Oh,
Sure,
United
mate.
was bouncing.
But that was a poor Arsenal team. That was a poor Arsenal team. I mean, the rivalry is
Brilliant, Andrew.
the rivalry isn't what it used to be. When I was young, I used to wait for Arsenal United games, because of the banter. I used to go down and beat people up. That was the kind of intensity we had. Arsenal versus United.
I'll never admit to that.
One of the best moment was my match in 2011 the season. Third match. That the United won 8-2 against
Yeah.
Arsenal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good game, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was
yeah,
really good game.
Yeah, I put the joke on WhatsApp. It was not a joke. It was my story. So we beat these guys. We put 8 across them. My mate from my colleague from my office wasn't in, and he was absent that day. And I put him a message in the afternoon, and I said I didn't speak to him in the morning because I knew he wasn't going to answer my call. So I just put him a message in the afternoon, and I asked him, "Did you eat food?" And he said yes. And I ate too.
The simple ones are the best, Mahendra. The simple ones.
Yeah.
Are we going to have to fold here, lads? We've got 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
can
be on,
need to
yeah.
go and dust ourselves off, aren't we? I need to get a quick bite to eat before we can join the lads.
Eddie can't make it. He's in bed ill.
Right.
Shit, he was all right yesterday. It's a shame it wasn't yesterday.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get them on,
boys.
won't we? All right, boys.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Right. Score.
Oh, thank you.
3-1. We've gone.
See ya.
Right,
Three-
Enjoy the
yeah,
game, guys. Best of luck for the game.
Yeah, mate. All right.
In a bit.
All right.
Thank you.
Mahendra,
Cheers, boys.
Mahendra, stick around for a minute, mate. I want to chat with you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, bye,
I'll
bye.
do it.
See you later. Cheers.
See you.